All right, we're back, and now it should be. Should show up. $1080p. Much better. It should be able to even be better than this, to be fair. I might play with that. We'll see if I can do. I'll try like off stream later to see if I can get 1440p or whatever, because I should be able to support it. I have a 4090 on this machine and very good internet, so I should be fine for that. Thanks for pointing that out, though. I will go for a long time without noticing that type of stuff. So we're looking at this graph, I believe. Okay, so this graph, let's see if this looks sane. Trains at 430,000 steps per second. Losses, mostly fine. Entropy, very low entropy. Let's train this thing and take it for a spin. This literally should train in like 30 seconds. So we're gonna start with this. The streams will improve as well. I'm on a brand new setup with brand new hardware, and I'm not even used to this keyboard, so I'm moving a little sluggishly until I get used to it. It's just like the layout is a little different. What keyboard do you have? I've got this. I just got this. Let's see, does this show on the preview? Yeah, it does. So this is Razer Black Widow V4, 75%. It's pretty nice. It's got a metal base. The keys feel really good. But you see where the arrow keys are? They're like smushed in, not separate to keep it compact. I'm not used to where the arrow keys are, and I think like also the backspace and stuff are just slightly off of where I'm used to. So I keep screwing up typing. I'll get used to that within a couple days, though, I'm sure. I hadn't realized this when I was ordering all the stuff because it's like it's for work, so I just like mentally write it off as an expense. But this is by far the nicest dev setup I've ever had. This is a very nice desktop, though surprisingly it's not doing as well as I expected in the performance test, but it is still very nice. I've got two nice 1440p screens here. I've got a vertical one right over here that I'm looking at with stream stuff. I've got my main one. Good size desk, microphone, camera, all that stuff. Okay, so according to this, we want to set this goes to 8. Set a custom entropy coefficient. That is a very low lambda. So I guess for Connect 4 that could make sense. The games are very short, but it's kind of weird. And then the gamma is very high. What's your goal with this Connect 4? It's just a test environment for Puffer. The goal is to just have Here, I'll show you, if you're not familiar with some of the stuff I've been doing with Puffer. So I just started streaming again, I know. Here are going to be the new docs for the new update. These are all the new environments that we're going to have in this update. So some of them are very simple. There's stuff like Pong, but then there's complicated stuff like this full-blown MOBA, where you can play like a bunch of different characters and you've got skills and all sorts of stuff. There's also some stuff in development here. Here's Connect 4. The goal is just to have a lot of ridiculously fast reinforcement learning environments so that we can do science very, very fast instead of where we're at today, which is a bunch of researchers writing really, really bad Python code and stuff taking absolutely forever. Literally more than 1,000. I think some of these are actually more than 1,000 times faster than the Python counterparts. So these are very, very fast environments. We like our performance engineering around here. This has been a really fun project for people too, because it's relatively easy to contribute to. Like we've got people, pretty much anybody that's taken a first course in systems taught in C can contribute to MDev. And about half of the new M code, this update is written by contributors, which is pretty cool. Weird that it selects 3 update epochs, but whatever. Markers, M's. I think that's everything. I haven't automated like exporting this stuff yet. Cool. Train this. About to play around with the new RayLib release. Oh yeah, welcome back. I remember you. Yeah, is there like new cool stuff in it, or I know that there are more backends. Learning rate already exists. Okay, so I messed that up. RayLib has got to be one of my favorite projects out there. It's so good. Now, hopefully, you should be able to watch this just train before your very eyes. Oh yeah, look at that. Interesting that it doesn't do as well as in the sweep, though. 95 still, though. Did I miss a parameter? I think so. Kind of weird. Let's see, let's try it locally. Let's see if it works. On my machine here? Yes. So this should pull down the model. I think it's going to run like really fast. Okay, so this runs like really fast. Let's see how this does. Are we offline? Wait. Hold on, my stream shows it's offline. Is there... That might just be restream being weird, though. I think we're live, right? Okay, yeah, that's just restream being weird. There it goes. Cool. Let's take a look at this. I put... Whatever, we'll just do it here. Okay, so now we can evaluate whether this looks reasonable. The AI is blue. Scripted opponent is in red. I can't tell if the red, if it's winning because it's good or it's like, or if the scripted opponent's dumb. See, there it had to block, I think either way it lost. How strong of an opponent? Let's see what the opponent is set to. Who's playing first? I think it randomizes, I don't know. Okay, so here's Connect 4. And I believe the opponent... Depth -1. Depth 3. Alright, well, let's see how this is. We can simply... We're going to export the policy to run in C. So here is our policy. Little tiny model file. And to this. And then this. We use this script to save connect 4 weights. Like this. Okay, so it's saved. And then okay, now we have the binary. Now the policy should be running in pure C, and I can hold shift to stop it. Okay. How do I turn the stupid sticky key shortcut off so it doesn't do that again? Okay. Oh my god, that is obnoxious. How do I freaking... Why does this even exist? SDL2 is eye catcher, QOL, project manager. Yeah, there's some stuff. How do I turn off this garbage from this terrible operating system? This is obscenely just obscenely obnoxious. I was tempted to just load this box with Linux, and maybe I should have. What a garbage operating system.
Always scan this section.
Now this is on? Are you kidding me? There. It's hidden in there. Stupid thing. Okay. Um... Confused what it's doing. It just let it win. Is it not loading correctly? This does not look to be the 95% win rate model. Yeah, no. This is like random. connect 4 weights.bin. Does this not have the RNN in it? I don't think this has the RNN in it. Yeah, so this needs to be linear LSTM. I'm going to change the model type. One agent, input dim, hidden dim, action dim. It's going to be, so it's going to just be num agents, input dim, hidden dim, action dim. Wait, why doesn't it have a hidden dim? Why does this have an extra parameter? Let's see. So default takes a hidden dim. I guess this doesn't for whatever reason. Okay, that's fine. Oh, wait, is it? How the heck does that work? Oh, it's just 128. It's just hard-coded. That's fine. So we're just going to do linear, LSTM, star net, make num agents is going to be 1, 42, 7. Then you just free. Free default. Is there a free? Is this a thing? Guess there it is. Okay. Passing. Oh yeah, forward function as well. Size is wrong, obviously. Want us to know how many bytes this is. Bytes. Okay, so this many bytes. I think this is weights and bytes, right? Size t num weight, so no it isn't. Okay, so hopefully let's see what this is doing. Blocks, and then wins. And then it wins there. So I think now it's stuck because if red goes there, then it wins. So on that row, right, in that slot, if red goes there, then blue wins because one up it has diagonal, and if it doesn't go there, it wins with the horizontal. So yeah, nothing happens. It just like lets you win, I guess, because it knows. This appears to be decent. That is better than yesterday, which is impressive considering I didn't even add any sugar. But that's still like a 3.5 out of 10. Yeah, it's like a 3.5 out of 10. This is only V2 of the recipe. There will be additional updates to this recipe, but it is 1,000 calories in a mug, which is the point. 1,000 calories and 76 grams of protein in a mug. That. Constraints are hot plus chocolate beverage. No, constraints are has 1,000 calories while being as good as possible and actually somewhat drinkable. I'm just trying to come up with like a good meal replacement 1,000 calorie thing, and it's kind of hard because 1,000 calories is a lot. I think I'm probably just gonna put less cocoa powder in and go more heavy cream, stuff like that. Big shakes. The goal is to cut volume down, right? Like the goal is to have the intent of the shake is to not fill you up too much. It's supposed to be an easy meal replacement that doesn't make you like bloated and lethargic. Connect 4 seems decent. For context, this is I got up, I ran 6 miles fasted, and then in 2 hours, I'm going to be going and doing heavy squats for an hour. So yeah, it's gotta be it's gotta provide a lot of energy and not make me bloated and lethargic. We're doing some self-reinforcement learning here on the side. protein peanut butter. I've tried a lot of that stuff, frankly. Yeah, I've tried a lot of that stuff, and peanut butter was heavier and harder to digest. Bananas were actually terrible for me. In particular, fructose is just really hard on my stomach. Whole milk, yes, I do. Whole milk and heavy cream, yes. Greek yogurt, I've thought of. It's not as calorie dense, though. Yeah. I don't know. We're fine tuning this thing pretty well. We're fine tuning this thing pretty well as is. We're gonna see. Okay, so Connect Four is good. Do we have PR in here from? I think Spencer's still doing this and hasn't done this one yet. So I guess I should just queue up the Pong sweep while I wait. Where is it? Thought I had an SSH tab. Oh, whatever. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, so Pong here needs to recompile. Then we'll run the Pong sweep, which should be a pretty quick one. Good. And what do we have in the Pong config? 30 million steps. I kind of want to use... Isn't it score as well? I think there are multiple things wrong with this sweep option. Yeah, there are like multiple things wrong with this. Why I'm here to fix the little tricky bits with the experiments. What's your long-term vision after PufferLib? Well, PufferLib is more than just like building some environments, right? PufferLib is a series of things that I'm doing to fix reinforcement learning, because I think that this is, if I'm thinking of like stuff I can do that is likely to really change long-term AI, it's fixed reinforcement learning. I can do that without a ton of capital. I can do that as mostly a single person doing open source work. There are very, very few things that are as high impact as this. And I think there's a really good chance that this turns out to be very important. Now, if I'm wrong, there's lots of other stuff I can do. But, hopefully at the very least, right, PufferLib will make reinforcement learning a stable and productive tech. It will, if not transform all of AI, it will transform a huge number of industries. Hopefully I will do all right out of this as well, and as well as people working on this with me. And then if it doesn't go all the way to AI from there, I will rethink and reevaluate. But that's more just like what gets me up in the morning is thinking about long-term AI rather than the direct stuff at the moment. I mean, the 10-second version is just like, it seems like interactivity is really likely to be important to intelligence, and the way that models are trained right now is just fundamentally not interactive. So it seems very, very likely that this will be needed. Okay, so it needs to be score. I think I just did this for Connect 4, didn't I? The heck? Not just do this. Maybe I did it for breakout. Well, I can, regardless, I can just grab a couple of things. Min is going to be 10 mil. This. And how does it choose right now? I think it pins to the min. I think we'll just do like this for now. Yeah. Hell, am I in the wrong box? Oh, I am on the wrong box. Dude. How's this? I'm just like not used to this setup or some weird thing. Here. Yeah, okay, this is what I thought. I had it on the box the whole time. Cool. So now we have a proper sweep running. I think actually, did we get anything just with the error sweep here? Yeah, so we were already getting stuff that was like learning. Now this will probably take, I don't know, a couple hours to find some real params. You can see now it's on score. It's pretty good. So now we get check mark for, we will likely have within the next couple of days here, check mark on Pong Breakout Connect 4 at the very least. Maybe go in Rware. TCG is just not coming out this release. This is a bigger project, and frankly, we need people to contribute to it. So if you're even like, if you've even just taken a course in C and are interested in low-level dev and want to have some fun, we definitely can use people on this. MOBA has a policy. I think I just have to rerun the baseline one last time, but this is good. Tactics, Nathan is working on. So pretty much good. Now the only thing is this is not 10. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus Enduro. Bet has Enduro, so that'll be 9. Oh, Xander has one Demergen, though, as well, which will be 10. And then there'll be more ones coming. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, Xander watching stream? And just starts typing when I say that. Yeah, Xander's probably watching stream. They're 5 on YouTube right now. Welcome, folks. We're just gearing up for release here. I'm trying to figure out which of these M's I want to prioritize time on. Batch size. I don't think we use that param anymore, mate. Do we even use that anymore? Oh yeah, we do. There we go. This is a nice thing with this stream is I can just like pull people in and answer stuff. I could mess with my snake environment actually. That would be a good thing to do right now because this is the only one that I've written that's not had that has a couple issues remaining. Right? Why don't I mess with my my snake end while I'm waiting on results? I believe there were some weird things with that. The port here looks fine. I think it seg faults randomly though, right? Okay, so snake trains 200 mil steps, has these params, maximizes reward. Occasionally gets seg faults. Really? This is redundant. Fixing bugs, fixing bugs. Okay, so here is snake running. And we will see whether this thing segfaults. There was like some jank memory thing, I believe. It's so nice to just be able to see it learning like that in real time. Though I think I'm going to mess with the maps a little bit because the way it is now, when you train in a really big map, you tend to bias the snakes. You tend to bias them towards like one direction, which is really just an artifact of shared policy training. So this trains at 900k steps per second. It should be faster than this, really. The reason I'm training it this long is I want to see if I get any of those random seg faults. There's like some weird, I don't know, there's some shenanigans with this. And the funny thing is most of it comes from, it actually comes from Python, not from C. Like all the dev that's been in C has been really easy. It's just the Python C barrier that's a little obnoxious. C is nice. Oops. Go look at the sweep. We'll keep this sweep up and then okay, so connect 4. We've now got snake. I know that these are directionally biased though. I actually am tempted to try the single agent version. You know, what happens if you do single agent version of Snake? Okay, 4 minutes, 28 seconds train time for 200 mil steps on my local box. you can see right here there's this chunk where it does an extended evaluation so you get an accurate estimate of your policy quality. We have snake. Okay. Do this. One should just be able to do like this, and then this is eval model path t, and I'm going to change the vectorization to native because you don't need to multi-process evals, not vec snake. Uh-oh. I thought I'd fix that. I thought I'd fix the giant rendering thing. No? Maybe I'd like fixed it on my laptop and never pushed it or something. Right here. What's this? Tile cell. I'll just do like this. So how do I want to do this? Divide by this. Seal. I think this does it, right? Okay, 1.0 cell size, perfect. Well, was 1080p res or 720p res? 1280. We'll do 1280 like that. And this will give you 1 pixel. Cell size. Okay. Oops. I don't know why you can't ever kill a program cleanly. That's ridiculous. I'm honestly starting to wonder if I'd have more fun just writing all this stuff in. See. What's going on here? Where are the compile flags? Taking this thing off for now. Okay, so here. So here is the big snake environment. The rendering is very, very slow at the scale. Do you see breakout? Ran longer. Let me see. Did you post the link? And you gotta post the link when you do this. If you want me to look at stuff. You can just post the links directly from Wandbay. Like you can just like go like this. You can just click or run and like link it, and I can see the link. Like I'm happy to go through these, and I will go through all the stuff in the Discord if I have the links. I think it's good enough though. If that's what it gets, if it actually reproduces at that, I think that'll be good enough. I think we ship that. Thank you. Make the project public real quick. There's no reason to have these runs be private. All of mine are public as well for reference. So unless you're doing like secret stuff for, proprietary env or whatever, you can just have stuff be public. There's no reason not to. I'll wait for you to fix that. Yeah, dude, that's first board is cleared in like 2 minutes as well. So literally you clear first board. How do you run with thousands? Okay, so let me explain this, Sander. So if you open up like one of these configs, okay, you see there's this env param that has num-ems. So there are these separate params, and it's a little confusing, and I gotta relabel stuff to make it clearer. But this tells you how many instances of like the puffer env class to make, right? So it says, hey, you're gonna make one instance on one worker, and env batch size 1 says you're just gonna grab all the data every time you do a forward pass. Pretty simple. But this env num-ems, if we go to breakout.py, you see that it takes num-ems as a parameter here, right? It takes num-ems, and then it's going to pass this to Python, right? It passes it to SciBreakout. And now, look at this. Python internally vectorizes. So it is internally running 4096 ems on this one process. If that seems ridiculous, well, Breakout runs at 10 million steps per second. So you can very easily run 4096 ems in a loop like this on one process and have tons and tons of data. And then they're written directly into the array like this, so it's super, super fast, no redundant copies. The squared template shows you how to do all this. All the ems are like this. This is how you make stuff really, really, really fast. And it was a little tricky to figure this stuff out, but now it's set up. It's like you basically just copy this stuff to your env, and you just write your general C code for the env logic, and everything works and is fast. How many random runs? Yeah, you're learning here. I also don't know your RL background or AI background whatsoever. So, I will communicate things very differently if you tell me you are a fifth-year PhD student versus a first-year undergrad, right? So up to you if you want to share that, but I will tailor resources to you depending on that, if you would like. Do you guys have support for Majoko? Yes. Image rendering? I don't know. Only support right now is Jim. So the person to at for that in the Discord is Kyung. Kyung has done all the Majoko stuff. If image rendering comes with Majoko, then that should work just fine, because yeah, we support image observations generally. It'll just be a matter of like how you enable that feature from Majoko. Okay, should be public. Nice. Yeah, so Spencer, you don't need to stress yourself out like this. Like this is good. You have it a few points off of solved in less than 10 minutes. And then look, you can just say the first board is solved in 2 minutes, right? That's a plenty good result for us. So I don't know why this is logged twice though. That's kind of weird. So let's just get this run, commit these params up. I'll set this as a baseline, and we can move on to the other ems. 1.2 points. That means that it screws up 1 out of like very, very many games. It's fine for now. There are like fix bugs in order, like fix problems in order of size, right? This is good. You've done enough stuff on Breakout. This is good work. This looks stable as well. Yeah, nice stable policy loss. Little clip crack. Yeah, this is very good. Just submit me this stuff up. 35. This SPS is a little low, but it's okay because it's fast wall clock. So yeah, Just submit this stuff up and we'll be good. Like commit optimal params and stuff for the run. And with the carb sweep here, Pong should figure out how to play very soon. Pong should be optimized within a couple hours. So that means breakout, Pong, Connect 4 will all be done. I will try to fix Snake today, and then we just have the few last ones. Push the config file. Yeah, config file and any M changes that you had to make. People are really mad with the review system right now. This is like such a lame. This is like so lame. Like, yeah, don't put instructions in your paper to tell LLMs to accept your paper because it's like sneaky and flagged for ethics review instead of flagging the freaking reviewers that aren't actually reviewing and are just feeding your paper into ChatGPT so that they can put reviewed for NeurIPS or whatever on their stupid resume. Don't sign up to review if you're going to do this. You are a parasite, and it is praised to the field. Okay, let's go grab the snake thing that we were looking at. Oh, right, I have to do, yeah, so I have to mess with the rendering. I forgot. It's kind of tricky. What if I just do the slightly smaller scale one? Hold on. Yeah, 720p, 124. I can just do this one, right? Don't have a ton of direct RL experience, expect. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to respond to you as well, Xander. So, one semester left on masters, took an RL course, specialized in ML. Okay, cool. So I know the level now to talk to you at for this stuff. So it looks to me like you probably have most of the AI side stuff, and it's just the low level engineering that doesn't get covered in AI focused programs and stuff that I will help with. And then you can do high performance RL and ML, and that will help you everywhere else. Cool. And then RL experience except SML, but programming for a while, FYI. Great. So you know the Eng side, and I can help you get up to speed on AI and RL side. I'm happy to do that either way for people, right? It's just however people want to come in, as long as you're contributing cool stuff and doing cool things, it's cool. As long as you have either some Eng experience or some AI experience, I can help fill in gaps. It's kind of funny that I didn't intend this to be like a remotely educational project. Are you working with images? Not at the moment. Older M's do work with images. We can train on images just fine. It's just slower. So preferentially in our new M's, we work on partially observed local state where applicable. Try this again with this one. It's pretty funny that I didn't intend PufferLib at all to be like a beginner thing when I set out to build it. My own objectives are to push the field forward, not to be educational. So I got to fix that. Not to be educational. It just turned out that PufferLib has been making stuff so easy that it's kind of cool to just get a bunch of newcomers pushing the cutting edge of RL, because it turns out that when you get a little of the engineering right, it's not as hard as you would think. Okay, so what's wrong with the environment here? Experienced carbs tend to give better suggestions when there's big sample space. More random suggestions. 2 or 3. It could be. It very well could be, and for faster environments, that could make sense. I want to do some substantial study of hyperparam sweeps and stuff in general um, in the next phase of Puffer after shipping 1.1. It's a more extensive topic. That'll be a chance for AI side people to do a bunch of AI side stuff with me, and Eng side people are people who want to learn more Eng side are more than welcome to keep building environments and stuff, because there's a lot of stuff to do over there as well. But the science side stuff that it's not happening yet, that's coming next update, and I have plenty of experience there as well. Okay, so why is this seg faulting? I thought I checked. The main thing I thought would be here. Rough timeline for 1.1 release as soon as I finish it. It's really only a couple weeks of work that's just stretched out over the last couple of months at this point. Uh, Good news is I figured out some health stuff recently. I've been feeling way, way better. I've been able to get way better, more productive hours in. So I'm just grinding it out now, live on stream and wherever I can. It's the SSH box, right? It's the AMD box. Can't auto merge. Yeah, I'll get you there, no worries. I'll do that in 1 second. That's weird that it runs now. I'll look into that. Let's get your PR first. I gotta commit all my stuff first. Don't want to commit that. Yeah, I noticed. Raylib's awesome. I really, really like Raylib. I'm just removing autogen files. These are autogen from Python. Let's configure this. I thought I had credential manager. Gotta run. Hit me up on Discord. No worries. Thanks, man. Thanks for the PR. I appreciate it. I'm gonna merge it right here. Okay. Very nice. Well done. Okay. Merged. Very nice. Sweep. How's this going? Oh yeah, it's getting there. Takes it a while to warm up and find the good params, but it'll get there. Burrito front. So we'll run this one later, and then we have, let me see. We have Pong, Breakout, Mode, but these are all set. Let's fix Snake for a bit, and then I will go to the gym, and then I will be back, and we'll fix remaining M's, I think. It's going to be the objective right now. So what's going on with this, honestly? I have wait, this is the wrong box. Okay, I gotta be careful. Okay, so here is the snake one. I don't know, ChatGPT. I need a pause screen for this, don't I? I'll be right back, guys. Yeah, I'll be right back. I might have to update the hot chocolate recipe a little bit. Is all I'm gonna say. I might have to update the recipe a little bit. Right, Malik. I honestly have no idea what this could possibly even be. Sign in. Stupid thing. No? Alright, we'll use the other model that's not behind this stupid shittiest webpage ever. It actually has cool. Let me just see if there's like some on Python stick phones. Memory corruption. Multiprocessing plus Python can trigger race conditions. That shouldn't be a thing. Wait, debug malloc? I don't think that's a Python flag. I don't think so. It'd be weird. Oh. I know that was a thing. Okay. Did it just totally make that shit up? It literally just made that up. That flag doesn't even exist. Great job. Do I not have... double linked list. Corrupted. Small bin. I don't have double linked lists in here, do I? Could do right to an invalid pointer. So likely out of bounds, right? Let's see. Everything was. Tried learning Triton with Gemini. Everything was made up. Yeah. It's crazy to me that people actually think that these models are like good and like can actually do anything remotely competent on their own. They're not good at all. Like they're sometimes right, but usually like they're not consistently right enough and they don't have like the coherency to do anything yet. Okay, so 4096, 1111, 1280 by 720, right? This print doesn't trigger, right? Okay, I just didn't trigger before. Then it seg bolts. So what's n? Starts off at 0. N 0, 0, like this. Is observations correctly a char? Int 8, int 32, and float 32, right? What are... Yeah. That's correct. In 8, it's a signed char. I mean, I just need to figure out where the invalid pointer is. You can technically run GDB. I just don't know if it'll be good. Obviously slower. Let me see, because if it's a race condition, I should take the prints out. There shouldn't be, it should not be possible for it to be a race condition though. Ah, here's the seg fault. Unlinked chunk. Multi-array. How do I get the trace? I don't see my code anywhere here. I just want to get like a line number. Very weird. I'm trying to think what I can do to figure this out. Wait a second. Oh, I don't have the prints in here. It's something with multi-array. Observations. No, I already know observations is 3D correctly. So it is 3D. Is there some like weird pointer alignment thing? I don't think that there should be. NumPy allocate cache dimension. I mean, this is not going to produce anything. What do you want to bet that this does nothing? But we'll try it. That's the same as before. Pretty sure that's the same. Yeah, it's the same as before. Oh, wait. I messed that up. I think it actually might have found it for once. Have you given any thought to a default physics engine? Box 2D. Yeah, so actually, there is an active project that I gave to a PhD student who I think just got busy and didn't do. If you look in RocketEnv, there's actually a starter for this if you are interested in contributing. So there's this rocket lander env, and it has, this is using box 2D. We were having difficulty getting the physics right. There was some difficulty training, but if you want to put some time into this type of stuff, then absolutely. It's kind of funny because lately there was somebody just submitted this JAX env that's like a port of box 2D to JAX. But because box 2D is in C, like it already runs really fast. I remember you had Dreamer v3 on your GitHub. Is it hosted anywhere else? It's probably in a lot of places, but I don't recommend that stuff whatsoever. So this is our NERPS paper that does 10,800 hours worth of experiments on it. It's not necessarily, well, Box 2D was a little bit of a pain, yes. I think it's a good library. We need to do a little bit of work to like get sample M's. Great. NERPS papers. No, on archive. Get rid of that message. Okay, so here's link to the paper on that. Dreamer v3 probably works. There's probably some interesting stuff in there, but it's not for the reasons stated in the paper. The paper is aggressively bad science. God damn it, this is it, isn't it? Wait. Is that it? God damn it, it's actually right for once. I missed a one character bug. Alright, Sonnet. Sonnet 1, Joseph 0. Literally the only time. It was a one character bug that I didn't see. Still unaligned key cache. Okay, so there is a little bit more going on. Hmm. I hope I don't actually have to align in this way. I don't think I should. I don't see why the hell I should have to. I don't see why I should have to care. In the way I'm using it, I don't see why I should have to care if it's aligned here. I make any other errors here? Allocate log buffer. Oh wait, what? This didn't change. That was bizarre. Did it just not take my change before? I don't know what the hell happened. See? Did that just fix it? Weird. Let's see if that check false or not. I think that was it. That would make sense though. So I screwed up the memory layout with that struct, so it was overriding, and then yeah, it makes sense that it would only catch that if I had. Okay, so because I was making an array of these, I needed like more memory than each element than I allocated, and then it would overwrite at some point. Okay, yeah, that's nefarious. That's very nefarious. Glad I fixed that. That's been bugging me for a while. We should have a nice clean environment now for Snake. I'm curious to see if this map is small enough for it to learn unbiased movement easily. We'll see. We can always sweep it as well. The scores are looking good. Ah, that was evil. Actually, Sonnet actually helped me for once. To be fair, it did not help me on something obscure or whatever. It helped me see a one character bug I just wasn't seeing. But still, we give it credit for that. Why do I not see? Okay, Pong's still running. Why don't I see, not seeing metrics for this? Did I forget to track it? Yep. Forgot to track, my bad. Now we'll get to compare previous run to this run. It was actually looking very good. Okay, that matches very closely, interestingly enough, on a totally different map. Let's see how this compares. So score actually interesting. I think it still goes up though, right? Yeah, it still goes up. This could be better. The main thing that's difficult with, let me explain something that's kind of weird with multi-agent learning real quick. So, weird thing with multi-agent learning is if you have like a bunch of snakes, right? If they're moving randomly, right? This one goes this way, this one goes this way, this one goes this way, right? And you get like a nice spread of movement around the map. But because they all share the same policy, even though they're acting independently, they're not like cooperating or anything. But what'll happen is you'll get these like small directional biases. So they'll do something like this, and they'll all move the same. So then they'll all get stuck up towards the top of the screen. It's just a quirk about having like suboptimal shared policies, is that you get stuff like this happening. So for now, I mean, that's like something we will want to investigate at some point, but for now, we're just going to get like some nice baselines. And actually, you can see this looks way more stable as well. Look, it's like a clean, slow increase in perf over time. We will see whether it is still just directionally biased. Yeah, we'll see. I think it probably is, given how close these graphs are, but we will see. While we're waiting for this to finish, good time for me to mention all this stuff is free and open source. If you want to help me out for free, start the repo. And if you are either on Eng side or AI side and want to learn the other one, feel free to contribute. We've got lots of people building cool stuff in the Discord, discord.gg/puffer. And I review all code contributions live. I've helped lots of people onboard onto this stuff. So yeah. Looks like this job is almost done. It's got this like pretty nice, steady, clean graph. It does like this final eval thing at the end, which is why it freezes up at the end. Okay. Policy is here. I have to, hold on. Get rid of this delay in there. Okay, it's not bad. This actually renders at a somewhat reasonable rate now. This is really cool. Holy, that's so cool. Yeah, this works. I just had to make slightly smaller maps. Holy. Dude, that is so cool. Wow. Well, Snake is fixed. Oh, the compression's super weird on this. Huh. Dude, that's amazing. Look how cool this is. Dude, just look at that. That's so cool. I really like this environment. Let me commit up these changes for you all. So, that's really good progress for this morning because now we have this one works. We'll just like submit a final baseline. This one is sweeping. This one will work. Breakout's done. Just has to train final. Next 4 works. MOBA works. Nathan's doing tactics, and then I'll talk about Go and Rware with Spencer later today. 11:49. Let me go check. I think I'm gonna head to the gym now. I might have another half hour. Let me go check real quick. Yeah, that's gonna be it for this morning. I'm gonna try to like keep pushing earlier and earlier. It's just how quickly I can get my morning run done is how early I can get on here. And goal is gonna be go gym, come back, work on hopefully Pong Sweep is in a good spot. We will grab the Pong policy, breakout policy, snake policy, MOBA policy. We'll probably like try to just finalize all policies for that, and then I will be able to do Go and Rware from there, and then it'll just be like helping finish like the various environments that people aren't fully done with for baselines, and we should be good. So yeah, thanks folks. Join Discord if you haven't already, discord.gg/puffer. Start the repo on GitHub, helps me out a ton. And I will be back in probably like